And we started talking as his partner was doing business with my boss. We started discussing farming, and I didn't tell him about my experience with the Grand Solar Minimum. I just asked him some basic questions. And, telling me that they had to switch their crops to, they're growing alfalfa hay now. They're not growing corn and soybean like they used to. Um, that the crops are extreme. They're suffering everywhere, not just here in New York, but all over the country. And I just kind of played stupid with him, and I looked at him. I said, "Hey, if we keep getting seasons like we get this, like we've had this year, if the weather continues to act funny, the seasons, basically the integrity of all of our seasons right now, I think, are out of whack. I haven't seen a normal climate season so far. I don't think anyway in my part of the woods. To me, it's been off. It's been above average, below average. It's not been normal though. But back to what I'm saying, I asked him. I said, if we continue to see this, maybe next year, or what if we see it in the next 2 years? What's our status? What's our situation? He looked at me and laughed, and I'm not going to say the word he said, but he goes, "We're already bleeped. It doesn't matter what it's going to do next year or the year after that. We're already bleeped." There is so much money right now being lost in farming all over the United States, but especially up here in upstate New York and Western New York as well. But this farmer, he wasn't joking with me. He wasn't trying to be dramatic. We were having a nice, lighthearted conversation. And then I threw that at the end. He just looked at me dead faced and said, "Oh, we're already, you know what? We're already screwed," is what he was saying.
Fucking liar!
The jury is still out just what the yields are going to be this year. There hasn't been really that much harvesting done. I did pick up from a customer base from Springfield, Illinois to the south. Yields coming in about 7 to 11 bushels below last year's, but remember last year's was record yield.
Sure.
As you move further, but remember last year's was record yield.
Sure.
As you move further, record yield.
Sure.
As you south towards the river down into Kentucky, Tennessee, yields on corn have been quite good, but of course it takes 24 Mississippis to equal the corn production of Iowa. So we got to watch what's coming out of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio.
Spring wheat crop, Walt adds that he is averaging 65 to 85 bushels an acre on his rocky soils and expects to see a 30 to 40 bushel an acre increase on his richer soil. In addition to spring wheat and hay, the Sales family also grows potatoes.
So spuds, we're still, we're on probably 2.
Okay, guys, whatever.